Okay, so the next step is the cabinet. The focus is going to be on the cabinet. That involves putting the decals on the sides and then filling up the cabinet with the various components. That process intimidates me a little bit. You know, I've done a lot of stuff and everything. I've been quite comfortable doing everything. This one, it makes me intimidated because there's no guide. You know, I love a recipe, I love a system. For the most part, you know, be able to follow different things to get what I wanted to do. Putting the materials in the cabinet, it's ad hoc. You know, there's no one that's building the same machine that I'm building with the same components. So I look at pictures, I look at YouTube videos, but essentially what I've got, I have to put in here on my own. And so it obviously it has to fit, and it has to be, it has to work together and play nice. So that's going to be the challenge, but I'm up for it. You know, it's going to be great when it's finished. So we just need to get started, and I'm going to show you a quick look inside because I did kind of cheat. I did start without you the other day. I was trying to mentally and physically put some stuff in here to have a look. So I'll show you what I've done, and then we'll just keep going. So the first thing I did was I had to drill this hole. This is for an intake fan, so this is going to draw air in. The two holes were already drilled at the back for the exhaust, so I had to drill that. I also created a place where I'm going to put the computer. I want my design to be easily accessible. I'm calling it take in and outable, which means things that go in I can leisurely take out if I need to. So I just built like a sort of a bed. I put some of that foamy stuff that I'm using a lot of it, but I think it's great. I'm just going to show you where the computer is going to fit. In there, it's super snug. It's not going anywhere. I know a lot of people with brackets. I can't be bothered. I don't, you know, this is not moving anywhere unless there's an earthquake. Even that, I don't think it's going to take it out. There's no movement there. I have access to the front and the back. I am going to take the cover off just so it doesn't get too hot. I'm going to leave the cover off. The fan's coming up, you know, when it gets hot. So I'm going to take this off, but it stays on while I'm working in it. I don't want to drop anything in there. So that was yeah, whatever. And yeah. So in addition to the computer, I also made a couple of ledges. I don't know if you can see that one. Can you see that one? You can see that one. And so there's going to be some components sitting on these ledges. This may be where the pinscape, the brain of the virtual pinball is going to sit here. There'll be wires and fuse areas here. On this one is going to be the audio, the amplifiers. So I'll be able to open the door and just reach in and touch this. The reason that this bed gives me anxiety is that you're putting a lot of things in here and they have to work nice with each other in terms of physical space. And because this is my first time doing it, I'm going to make mistakes in that I'm going to put something somewhere and it's going to look great and I'm going to be happy, and then I'm going to go and put something else there and it's going to be in the way. And you won't know it until you actually do it. So this really is one of those life things where I'm going to learn more by screwing up and making mistakes. So, but that's fine. I enjoy the process, but again, it's putting everything where it's supposed to be, running wires, making sure they all connect, making sure it all works, and making it clean and tidy as well, in case anything goes wrong, to be able to sort of find out what's not working. So yeah, the first thing I need to do is get the decals on it. I want to put the decals on it before I start adding stuff, because you're going to be flipping over the cabinet. I'm going to be adding these. This is the back box hinge. Hopefully you can see that. Essentially, there's going to be a bolt, carriage bolt, and this sort of a pivot nut. Goes through here, screws there, blah blah blah, through there. The back box bolts to this. It does screw to this as well, but when it's being transported and you undo these main bolts, the whole back box will flip forward and lie on the top of the cabinet for easy movability. It's still going to be heavy as hell, but it won't have this big ass bike box sticking up. So I got to put the hinge on. In order to put the hinge on, I got to drill a 1/2 inch hole and put these bolts in. I actually won't put the bolts on because I got to put the decals on. So that'll be my next step. Just drilling a 1/2 inch hole. So I do want to be candid with everybody and show you my F-ups. This qualifies as an F-up. When I drilled through with that blade, God. So this, oh my God, and this will be visible from inside the table. It does get covered up a little bit with the pivot thing, but oh my God, this is the shit that really is so frustrating. I'll patch it, I'll paint, I'll fix it, but it's just, I get kind of ticked at myself that I do stupid shit like this, because that's just stupid. I should have known. I'll know for the next one I have to do, but hopefully this will help somebody else out. I'm going to put some tape over it. I'm going to drill from both sides, but yeah, so there's a lesson for the day. Alright, so that's the second hole. Perfect, beautiful. So the next step is going to be putting the decals on. I might wait till tomorrow to do that because I don't really have enough time. So that's just for today.